Hello, we are Team Goyaba. Our case is discrimination in hiring in LA. Does it still happen? Anya Bartsumian, Bibiana Ariola, Araceli Campos, Roberto Jones, Jasmine Perez.
Employment discrimination is a form of discrimination based on race, gender, religion, national origin, physical or mental disability, and age by employers. Earnings differentials or occupational differentiation is not, in and of itself, evidence of employment discrimination.
Los Angeles today is considered being one of the most multi-ethnic population cities in the United States. People from more than 180 countries speaking 140 different languages currently call Los Angeles home.
In the census in LA, you would expect LA to be multicultural, very diverse, and having a lot of different races. From our research, we saw the results from the census.gov. We were able to find that the percentage in the Los Angeles County for white alone is 71%, which was shocking for us when we found this out. We decided to see in our research what exactly white alone meant. The results showed that white was considered a person having any origins of Europe, Middle East, or North Africa. So anyone considered European or from the Middle East is clumped in with white. The next biggest one after that is Hispanic, which follows through with 48%, along with Latino. And this census was done in July 1st, 2015. Now, there's a big difference from 71% white alone and 48.4% in Hispanic or Latino. From this big difference in races, we were wondering, does discriminate really decrease, or is it just happening more?
Is judged because of his or her race and not on work qualifications and skills. A person may experience discrimination in many ways, including termination as a result of discrimination, denial of employment in the hiring process as a result of discrimination, being deprived of benefits and just wages because of discrimination, being exposed to workplace harassment because of discrimination. According to the U.S. Equal Opportunity Commission, in fiscal year 2011, it received some 35,395 racial discrimination complaints. California received a total of 2,372 racial discrimination charges by both workers and applicants. EEOC versus Big Lots. The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission filed suit against Big Lots in September 2011. The agency disputed that Big Lots violated Title VII of Civil Rights Act of 1964 when a supervisor and co-workers of Big Lots, all Hispanic, made racially jokes and comments using words such as nigger and monkey to a black maintenance mechanic and other black employees. The company took no steps to prevent or correct it. However, they agreed into a settlement which includes total monetary relief of $400,000 to be paid to at least 5 employees.
Our group decided to find out if businesses did have any kind of discrimination in the hiring process. So we decided to send out our resumes to businesses such as Sally's Beauty Supply, Forever 21, Home Depot, Dollar Tree, Ulta Beauty, and the Department of Social Services, Sephora, and a couple of more places. However, we did not receive much response from these places, but we did notice a lot of them had EEOC questions such as, what is your race? Are you a citizen? Such as questions that were not allowed before, but are put in place to see as an extra preventative measure for discrimination. We decided to give a survey to 50 people, and the results from this was based on if they had ever been discriminated by their boss, and most people did say no. However, there were some few, about 5 out of the 50, who said they were discriminated by their boss, and given the reason was either by race age. The next question was coworker or customer. Many people did say no in the survey. There were a few outliners who did respond with a yes, that they were discriminated against. Many people said no, that they were not affected by their race by getting a job. No one said they quit because of discrimination. There were two about for promoted by race. Many people did say yes. For safe at work, people did agree that they were feeling safe at work. And many people did say that they strongly agree that they did have equal opportunities for everyone in the workplace and outside. We gave the question, would you report discrimination? Many people did say they strongly agree. And do you think there should be more enforcement? Everyone did agree all around.
Gender discrimination. Hiring, promotion, and salaries are three main factors that separate the man from the woman in the workplace. Although in the last 5 to 10 years, women have gradually closed the gaps. Perhaps it's because companies feel they must hire a female to avoid discrimination also and a bad reputation. For example, in 2008, a female, Lily Hatzel, was appointed as Baldwin Park Police Chief only to be paraded around as a prop, so that the city could celebrate their accomplishment of hiring a police chief that was female. Lily Hatzel faced gender discrimination, harassment, and retaliation from City Council Ricardo Pacheco and another co-worker. Pacheco's discriminatory statement was, "I believe the only police work Hatzel did was on her knees to get promoted through the ranks." On December 10, 2013, she was replaced by a male officer who worked jointly with council member to discredit her. She not only felt discriminated by her co-workers, but by the community as well for being the first female Latina chief of police. As I mentioned before, although the gap is closing, females still face discrimination. That is not to say males don't face discrimination as well. Discrimination based on gender happens at every level. It happens to men too. In this occasion, one of the males I surveyed felt discriminated for being a male. He worked at a retail store, and all employees, even management, knew he was qualified for the open lead position. However, he was not promoted to lead because the position was given to a younger, less qualified, newer girl. Past history indicates that the store manager has favoritism towards young, pretty-looking females. Therefore, he felt he was overlooked because he wasn't a female. Also, everyone knew she couldn't even follow the dress code, and sometimes she wouldn't even show up to work. Yet, she got the position. That incident caused the teams from the entire store to separate and fight amongst each other. It was a matter of weeks before everyone under her department started quitting or transferring. Shortly after, he quit, but before that, he was offered to transfer to another department. But since he felt unappreciated, he declined the offer. Clearly, many employers still discriminate for reasons of gender. But remember, when they do so, they are breaking the law.
Discrimination based on national origin. I received discrimination comments based on my national origin. When I got a promotion at my job, one of my coworkers asked me if I really think I have deserved that promotion. My answer was yes. Then she asked me, "You really don't think you came to this country to take someone else's job?" I answered her with a no. I told her, "First, I am working on the country I was born. Second, I have worked very hard to deserve my new job title. And I do not see nothing wrong with being a Latina and getting a job promotion." Harassment and discrimination based on my own experience. A coworker complained about me for speaking Spanish with another coworker during my break time. It was brought up to my attention that someone who did not speak Spanish felt bothered because she couldn't understand what I was talking to my coworker, and that speaking Spanish at work was against county policy. However, in county policy, there is no such thing as can't speak Spanish or any other native language during your break times. There are always rules to follow when speaking your native language other than English, which I was. For that reason, I was not violating county policy or any other federal law. Discrimination in hiring in LA. Does it still happen? Based on our research and own experience, it seems that it's still happening. However, we can see that it's decreasing. If this will ever stop, we do not think it will. However, we have been improving by trying to prevent discrimination, harassment, and retaliation by implementing effective policies, procedures, and training. With this past election, there are many things that are pending to see. Either we improve or we can be getting worse, based on already made racist comments by our new President Donald Trump. Decreasing discrimination does not mean no discrimination.